In the history of military tanks, some Italian tanks from World War II have become famous, not because they were great in battles, but because they turned into long-lasting jokes. These tanks are often laughed at and seen as symbols of military failures. But is this reputation completely fair to Italian tanks? These Italian tanks, the butt of many jokes, have more to their story than meets the eye. By looking deeper into their history, we can understand Italy's difficult situation during the war and how it affected their tank development. In this detailed exploration, we aim to uncover lesser-known facts about Italian tank design and put them in the context of Italy's challenges during the war. The Italian tank arsenal. Our journey commences with an in-depth exploration of Italy's World War II tank arsenal, shedding light on the various designs that marked this era. The focal point of Italy's tank arsenal during World War II was undoubtedly the CV-33, colloquially known as the Tankette. This small armored vehicle drew significant influence from British designs but faced formidable challenges. Notably, the CV-33 boasted riveted armor, a feature that appeared outdated even during its active service. Armed with twin 8mm machine guns, it possessed modest firepower. However, the true significance of the CV-33 lay in its widespread deployment across diverse theaters of conflict, ranging from the harsh terrain of the Soviet Union to the challenging landscapes of Italian East Africa. Its compact size and agility made it suitable for various terrains and tactical roles, but its limitations became apparent when confronted with well-armored adversaries. This exposed Italy's initial lack of a robust armored force, forcing them to rely on smaller, less capable vehicles like the CV-33 in the early stages of the war. Continuing our journey, the L-640 takes center stage as a significant asset in Italy's Eastern Front campaigns during World War II. This light tank, though crucial, bore certain inherent imperfections that affected its operational effectiveness. Notably, its design featured outdated elements, including the side door escape hatch and an underpowered engine. These shortcomings posed challenges on the battlefield and limited its overall performance. The side door escape hatch, a relic of older tank designs, made it more challenging for crew members to exit swiftly in the event of an emergency. Furthermore, the L-640's underpowered engine hampered its mobility, affecting its ability to traverse difficult terrains and engage with more agile adversaries. However, despite these limitations, the L-640 proved to be a vital asset during Italy's Eastern Front campaigns. It showcased the nation's determination to adapt to evolving warfare demands within the constraints of available technology and resources. This tank played a significant role in reconnaissance and scouting missions, contributing to Italy's efforts on the Eastern Front. Now, let's focus our gaze on the M13/40, a tank that occupied a central role in Italy's armored forces throughout the entirety of World War II. This tank, while significant, grappled with its reliance on outdated design principles and substantial borrowings from earlier models, such as the Vickers 7-ton. These factors collectively rendered the M13/40 ill-equipped to contend with modern tanks of its time. One of the prominent setbacks of the M13/40 was its inability to keep pace with the rapid advancements in armored warfare technologies during World War II. Its design harkened back to earlier tank-building methods from the 1930s, and this made it inherently obsolete upon its introduction. While it incorporated certain upgrades, like a wider turret to accommodate a 47mm anti-tank gun and a more capable engine, these modifications were insufficient to bring it on par with the cutting-edge tanks fielded by other nations. This struggle of the M13/40 in the face of evolving armored warfare technologies poignantly highlights the challenges faced by Italy's military industry during a period of global conflict. Italy's limited resources and industrial capabilities hindered the development of more advanced tanks, leaving them reliant on dated designs, ultimately impacting their performance on the battlefield. The economic and industrial constraints. Within the category of the Italian tank arsenal, it's crucial to delve deeper into the economic and industrial constraints that had a profound impact on Italy's tank development during World War II. Italy, unlike some of its more economically robust Axis allies and adversaries, grappled with significant financial challenges. Its economy had been grappling with difficulties for a prolonged period, rendering Italy less financially equipped to engage in large-scale military development and expansion. One critical factor that hampered Italy's tank production was its limited industrial base. Unlike the industrial giants of the era, Italy lacked a robust foundation for mass-producing armored vehicles. Its industrial capabilities were inadequate for the demands of modern warfare, especially when compared to the heavyweights like the United States, Germany, or the Soviet Union. Furthermore, Italy's resource scarcity further compounded its woes. It struggled to secure the necessary raw materials and resources required for extensive military production. This resource deficit made it challenging to produce advanced tanks in significant quantities, leading to a heavy reliance on smaller vehicles like tankets. These economic and industrial limitations significantly influenced Italy's tank development. In response to these constraints, Italian designers had to work with what they had, often resulting in designs based on foreign models. The economic challenges were so profound that even the production of relatively small tanks proved to be a taxing endeavor. Refighting the last war. Expanding our exploration within the realm of the Italian tank arsenal, it becomes imperative to dissect Italy's strategic approach during World War II. This approach was marred by a significant shortcoming commonly referred to as refighting the last war. Examining this aspect provides deeper insight into Italy's tank development and its operational tactics during this critical period. Italian military commanders found themselves ensnared in the mindset of recreating the successes of World War I, particularly the combat conditions in mountainous terrains. Despite the world rapidly advancing towards mechanized and more mobile warfare, Italy clung to the tactics and strategies that had proven effective in the past. This strategic inertia had several consequences, most notably in the overproduction of tankets. These small, lightly armored vehicles were suitable for navigating rugged, mountainous landscapes, but proved woefully inadequate for the evolving demands of modern warfare. The overabundance of tankets and their limited combat capabilities left Italy ill-prepared to face more mechanized and heavily armored adversaries. As Italy's military leadership continued to prepare for a war scenario resembling World War I, the actual combat theaters presented a stark contrast. Italian forces found themselves operating in diverse environments, from the deserts of North Africa to the vast expanses of the Eastern Front. These scenarios demanded a more adaptable and technologically advanced approach, but Italy's strategic mindset hindered the necessary transformations. Mussolini's ambitions. Taking a closer look into our investigation, and as the final piece of this intricate puzzle, we arrive at the category of Mussolini's ambitions, which intertwined with Italy's tank development and deployment during World War II. Benito Mussolini, driven by his expansionist desires, significantly influenced Italy's premature entry into the war. Mussolini's grand vision of restoring the Roman Empire, regardless of Italy's economic and industrial limitations, forced the nation into conflict prematurely. This impulsive decision placed immense strain on Italy's military resources and further exacerbated the challenges surrounding Italian tanks. Mussolini's ambitions had a cascading effect on Italy's military preparedness. The nation's rushed and ill-planned entry into World War II left little time for adequate military buildup or the development of modern armored vehicles. Italy found itself thrust into a global conflict with tanks that were already outdated by contemporary standards. This context not only highlights the impact of Mussolini's ambitions on Italy's military readiness, but also underscores the dire circumstances under which Italian tanks had to operate. The combination of economic constraints, strategic inertia, and Mussolini's impulsive decisions paints a complex picture of Italy's World War II tank development and its challenges on the battlefield. As we wrap up our in-depth examination, we directly address the misconception surrounding Italian tanks. Although they have gained notoriety as subjects of military humor, it's crucial to recognize that these tanks were products of necessity rather than a lack of understanding in tank design. Italy's economic hardships unwavering strategic adherence, and Mussolini's impulsive decisions collectively forged a challenging path for the nation during World War II. It is imperative to move beyond the humorous anecdotes and grasp the comprehensive backdrop that framed Italy's wartime predicaments. By doing so, we gain a more profound appreciation of the complex factors that influenced Italy's tank development and its role in the broader theater of World War II. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Italian tanks in World War II. If you found this exploration intriguing and want to delve deeper into the fascinating complexities of military history, be sure to subscribe to our channel.